I can't see it either. So,
And Rex is not yelling at us that it's live. Oh, here we go. There it's
oh,
live.
oh, is it? Is it? Oh,
Welcome,
ho.
welcome,
Hello.
viewers, to a match of the century, that battle of cutest mascot,
Yeah.
the Otters versus the Bilbies. Fun fact about Bilbies, they are pretty sure they're marsupials. And otters, they're like beavers if they're elongated.
Otters are like dogs in the ocean, you
True.
know?
Anyways, let's talk about stuff. These rosters. Let's
Yep.
start with the otters.
All right. Otters, I hold them near and dear to my heart. Lots of my friends are on that team. We got Hefe, we got Nort, who we had on the Rats last season. The chemistry between those two, like even while on the Rats, it was fairly obvious that those two were probably the more chill of all of us, and they seem to get along probably the best next to you and me. Um,
Uh, but we do have to keep in mind, Hefe is on tank now
he
instead of
is
the support. So we get to see his tank debut for season 3.
the
Don't know if
main
he
tank
played tank
debut.
season 1
I
because
think I think he played it a little bit in season two though on the Rats with us. He did play it like
oh yeah,
twice,
I mean,
but he's
yeah, he
probably
did.
I will say Hefe's probably among the best of the main supports in the league.
True. But then we also got the legendary off tank Nort Logic. But then moving to the DPS, we got Wags, whose account is gonna
The
be
man, the myth,
Squatch, but
the
I'm gonna call
legend.
him Wags.
I think we
I'm
all do at this point, let's be real.
Pizza Pirates player, DPS. Debut here, kind of cracked, with his partner in DPS, Magna, who's a very prolific hit scan player.
Magna, we did see pop off a lot last season, Mr. Irrelevant from season two. He honestly, I expect big things from Magna, especially coming into this new season. He really did show that he wasn't just, a typical platinum DPS player last season. Um, so I honestly expect him and Wags to make a pretty good duo there for the DPS, and with his partner in crime Zelos there from his own his non-UMN team, I guess. I can kind of see a lot of synergy happening there as well. Same thing with
Overall,
Feanor.
overall, the Otters just seem like a well-rounded team with not much of a weakness in any category.
Yeah,
Kind of
I
just,
definitely agree.
I think an issue may be that they're too average. There's no really like standout performance. I think they just gotta beat a team in like every category in order to win. Let's move on to their opponents though.
The
The
cuter animal. Sorry,
yeah.
otters. Otters are
Oh
adorable,
my.
but like if you guys have never seen a Bilby, you might wanna look it up because that
Yeah,
is
yeah, look it
so
up.
cute. Look at the ears.
Look it
It's
up
so
on
cute.
Yahoo. Yeah.
Very cute animal. I may or may not be slightly biased by cheering for the rat looking creature.
What do you mean? I know there's no bias there, but looks like
Not at all.
to the rosters, looks like we're gonna have Shifty Fish on tank with a mystery person.
On off tank.
I think that's gonna be fancy.
I believe so. Fancy is a very good off tank player. I don't remember who was with me, but we bumped into him in comp
Oh
um
yeah, I was there.
once. Yeah,
Yeah, his
on the
his
hog
hog
one trick
is
account.
yeah, his hog is kind of uh I mean, he's I'm when I think of him in pugs, he's kind of cracked, but in that game it was kind of unlucky because
Yeah.
they kind of had an echo on Temple of Anubis and it did not go well.
Yeah.
But
But
then
aside from that, Fancy's pretty good, you know?
in the
So I'm trying to
DPS
keep it
line,
PG.
we got HVSec, the silent gamer, a Tor player, no bias there, kind of goaded. And we got Khan, MVP of last season, goaded on the
Also,
Hanzo.
also a silent gamer. That's a very quiet DPS line that they got happening over there.
Then in the
But
support line, they got the Papatree Stay the Captain and Dirty Doge.
Dirty Doge, we really don't know all that much about. Not gonna lie, I don't remember who brought him into the league, but
I
I
think
don't
it's
really recall
Charlie's
seeing
friends.
Charlie's friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
the
really
Harchar
recall seeing
himself.
him all that much in pugs or anything, so kind of a mystery coming into this. for the most part, we have seen at least a majority of this roster in
Yeah.
action. I think Dirty Doge is the only mystery among them.
I think overall, this roster has some good strong points, but also not as well rounded as the Otters in every category. So I think if their strong points don't come out extra strong, then their weaknesses may just cripple them.
This really is going to just be a kind of a battle of the GM DPS players. I guess
Hey,
technically Wags
what
isn't
do you mean
GM,
Wags? He's
but
in
this is
Diamond last
the
time I
battle,
checked.
the battle
Oh,
of
yeah,
the Pizza
still there.
Pirates. Wags versus Khan. Let's see how this goes for them. You know.
Yep. Let's. I think this DPS duel is going to be interesting because you do have HVSec versus Magna and then Khan versus Wags. So this could be interesting. Looks like we're heading in. First
Hell
map,
yeah.
Busan.
I mean,
Where are we gonna land?
that's full.
Where are we gonna land?
I already failed. I'm sorry.
Oh
I
my.
already swore.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you've done this.
I know.
Looks like we're
That's
looks like we're starting in
that's
downtown.
$5 off my paycheck, my non-existent
for-
paycheck.
Map for dive, as far as I'm concerned. We do have good potential for snipers, and Magna is starting on the Kree. Has Magna played Widow? I don't even know. But looks
Magna
like
has
Khan will.
played Widow before, I do believe.
Alright. Looks like we will have two
Khan has
different
decided to take
matchups.
the Widow, though.
We're gonna have with a double bubble versus a pseudo rush. Oh, there's the Konzo.
Oh, there's the Konzo.
There's the Konzo. So we're
There's
gonna
the Konzo.
have the duel of the two matchups here. See who goes better. Just the small brain rush or the lots of communication needed for double bubble. Let's see how this goes in.
Alrighty then.
With the play-by-play thing, I believe.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing happening.
They're kind of
Alright,
just
we're gonna see a little quick engage here right in the bottom. Seems like they're almost backing off a little bit, at least for the Otters. Nope, they're going in, diving onto Khan. Hefe is forced to back up. Fancy's taking a few hits there with the flashbang from Magna. And oh my god, Hefe is still in there. 1 HP. Hefe goes down to Fancy. And it is just... Ooh, 5 of the Otters are still up, trying to make something happen. Nope, 4 of them. Down goes Caden, down goes Nort. And Wags is all alone. Doesn't even have his Mercy with him. Zelos is caught out in the open trying to get back to Wags, and that is a clean wipe for the for the Bilbies. My bad. Not the Otters. Sorry, Otters.
Aiden was getting some nice antis, but it was like in between the cooldowns of Hefe's jump, so he could not really go in on those. So that was
Yeah.
kind of unfortunate. Shifty Fish also did push into their backline a little bit on the right side, but then also wasn't punished for it, and then kind of just split by the Otters. Kind of ruined it for a bit for them.
Alright, Hefe jumps in. Oh, out comes an early window from the Bilbies. Puppetry save, getting that very fast, actually. But 2 still managed to go down, taken out by the copy Diva, and Magna takes out another with his ult. Hefe getting a jump onto Shifty. Oh, another clean wipe. These fights have been so clean so far.
There's a lot of ults invested. They used High Noon, they used Dupe, they used Valk, and on the other hand, it was just pretty much just Windows. So Bomb Shatter is possible for the little rodent-looking creatures coming up
It's
here.
interesting that in both of these fights, I believe it was just a full 6-person dead. Nobody like
here we
traded
go.
really. And here comes the trades. Couple down on both sides. The Otters are in a bit of a tricky situation here. Only Hefe is still left standing. Khan getting some massive picks, taking out his little rival there with Wags going down to a headshot. And Hefe gets a little bit staggered.
That engage was kind of fine, but then it just became scrappy as the red team started using their ults. The dragon kind of split them off, so Bomb wasn't even needed with the Shatter. I don't even know where Shatter happened. It just was
Shatter's
somewhere.
happened up on top by the,
I see.
like
I
outside
was
the
looking
stairs
elsewhere.
above point. Yeah, he got like 2 with it, I believe. And Hefe is jumping in once again onto and the Others, but Fancy's there to counteract. It seems as though the entire rest of the team is also pushing a quick sleep onto Shifty by Caden. That's brilliant. And then a grab comes in from Nort. The High Noon is shut down. And the bomb takes out Magna. Zealous getting a res on point, resing Hefe. And there's... Oh, it seems like a clean fight for the Otters there. I'm mixing up these team names. I'm sorry.
Every single time I want to say the Bilbies, I just want to say the Beebles, and then I just stop myself and just call them something else.
That is literally me as well.
Your dupe is being committed. Okay.
Oh
I
my
guess,
god.
yeah, because they need to keep this point held and get everyone back.
They do. I was not expecting the dupes to be invested though. Well, I guess it works out.
Oh,
I guess it worked out.
This is kind of scrappy.
This is very scrappy. They're kind of staggered here, yeah.
But if they're not gonna,
just keeps jumping onto the back line. He has no hesitation. Out comes an early lamp as well as HV. Sorry, as I believe Magna popping the High Noon.
Point control has been flipped.
Yep. Will they even be able to touch? Hefe? Hefe? Hefe, jump. Hefe got the jump. We're good. No, we're not.
There goes the monkey. There goes the High Noon. Wax touch. Just corpse can.
Yeah. That entire last fight was just stagger.
It did not look like the Otters really, as they got the engages in with the monkey bubble, but then after that, there wasn't much follow-up. They kind of always got caught off guard and just became split. The fights become scrappy. Hefe seems to be left alone to fight for himself.
Yeah.
Kind of just goes down, whereas Shifty Fish looks like he's just like staring down their back line every now and then.
It just seems like he's able to do what he wants and
kind of giving them a dirty look.
Shifty just seems to be able to do whatever he wants, whereas Hefe just keeps trying to dive the backline, dive onto Khan and everything, and they're just peeling for him like no tomorrow.
Some comp changes for the Otters, though. Diva instead of Zarya and Reaper instead of Echo.
They are sticking on the Winston, though.
Oh, they're going for the
Moira Lucio comp.
They're going for the dive brawl that we see in Overwatch League right now.
They're doing a little bit of poke here in the room with the drum.
Great form has been used.
And down goes Hefe. There goes Hefe. Wax is still trying to put in a little bit of damage here. Same with Nort. But I don't think they're going to get anywhere based on the last few. Down goes Swags to Khan. Khan's still on the Konzo there. And I don't even know if they can get out here either.
See, the issue with the dive brawl is that it's used right now in Overwatch League because Reinhardt is banned. So Reinhardt's just kind of better in a brawl. And is Hefe gonna swap to the Reinhardt here? Yes, he is. Okay, they know. They're just gonna try and take the brawl.
Ryan is finally in.
But the issue with this,
returning to his legendary BAP from last season.
The issue with this is that the Hanzo's gonna be a lot more poked. So if the Otters just
and the Hanzo is a pick.
Yep. If the Otters,
seems like they're still pushing this. They're caught out a little bit by the dragon, but down goes Norton in the enemy backline. That's another big stagger. They're just farming at this point.
The Otters need to take and engage before the Hanzo poke just overwhelms Hefe's shield or just finds a random pick. That's the issue with this comp. Because as soon as they get close, Hanzo does have his Storm Bow, which is practically a Reaper because it kills people just as fast. There goes the Reaper again. Yep. They need to get a full reset and get a clean engage with the speed amp in for the Reaper to start getting value. It is only at 54% of that Death Blossom. Yeah. Whereas most people on the Bilbies have their ult, other than Khan, because he kind of just used it, but he already has 60%.
And he's already,
And there's
Khan is really just making them
They're just stuck in their spawn.
They can't even get out the doors without just getting picked off.
Hefe needs to shield the Hanzo so he doesn't get picked off in this time. Alright, there we
go. In comes a Diva Bomb from Nort. Nort gets HV sec with it as well as the lamp. That's actually big. And so the Otters are actually going to get a chance to push in here. Here comes a window and also the High Noon. Down goes the Shatter. Shifty manages to take out Hefe. MTD, haha. Dragon gets eaten by Nort. That's Wag's ult comes out big. That is a clean cap.
That's a massive ult commitment by both teams.
Yep, but they did get the points.
More so for the Bilbies. I think they kind of they use all of their ults they had
They
except
used
for
all of
Creole.
them, yeah.
So,
And in the meantime, the Otters are actually going to be coming up on 2. They finally have that beat, but they also are coming up on the Hefe Shatter, which
FA
could
Fire
be
strikes the
big.
pill. That's not gonna help him get his shatter fast.
They're
Oh,
pushing
he
in
gets
with
the
the
beat.
beat, quick engage, and down goes 3 for the Bilbies. They're forced to back out or die trying.
You know,
Staggering
that's
this
honestly
lead a little
a lot
bit.
of people want to use like beat reactively to like save them if their main thing's gonna die. But I think this might just be best for them to use aggressively because they want to play aggressive into this Hanzo. Need to
For
kill
sure.
him before he gets value, which is kind of what the Rats did against the Swans dealing with
Yeah.
them.
And,
guess
and at this point
outpace
too,
them.
yeah, at this point too, like they don't have a Zarya or anything. The other run just use Shatter. Like they don't really have anything to really fear from the abilities. And down goes the Shatter from Hefe, bringing down a couple of them, and it's kind of big. But they are letting them get the cap.
C9,
C9 indeed.
C9 lol, C9 lol.
C9 lol.
They're not-
It's a little bit of a split fight here, with 3 of them trying to clear the people up on the high ground, the other 3 trying to take out the 2 on point. But hey, it worked for them. And
Kind of
that's
worked.
another big stagger that actually helped them.
wasted some time, but
That
it's
wasted
kind of
a lot
already
of
at
time.
99%, so they got like no percent out of it.
Yeah.
So Wags is set up on flank. If he doesn't get Sonic, he's probably just gonna try and do a flank
Wags is
blossom.
gonna
but
have fun.
looks like he's not gonna get that because the team's going main.
Here comes an early window from Kaden. That should delay the push for another few percentages here. And Wags is still just hanging out waiting.
Is he gonna TP?
In comes the
He's gonna do
HV like high noon. He's still holding it. He's still holding it.
He's moving.
They're just capping off of it. But Nort goes in the backline, takes out Khan, and out comes Wags' Death Blossom, gets nothing but the lamp, and out comes a window from Papatrice as well. The 2 tanks are still dancing on point. It's a 3v2.
Oh no!
It's a 2v1. Oh,
no!
99 to 99.
They kind of just sat there. The Otters sat there a bit, looking them down, hoping to like get a pick or something, but they just needed to take an engage.
Did get the pick on Khan, but they
got the
couldn't,
pick on
they
Khan,
couldn't follow
but-
it up with anything.
They were doing so well taking the quick engages, but this fight just went on for too long.
This was the
HV.
yeah.
HV in that last fight got like 2 or 3
That was a
picks
big
through the
death
window.
blossom from Wags as well for the play of the game. That actually got them to the point. I don't think there was a way for them to cap that without that. I'm not gonna lie.
I think that's pretty valid.
Yeah. It sucks that Wags got picked off twice by the Konzo. In that last round there. Yeah.
Khan was he was just like, hello, is that a head hitbox? Boink.
Yeah, he got 3 of them in a row.
They wasted so much time.
It was
That was
Khan. Wait, it was
Wags,
Wags, Magna.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that just took out basically the quote unquote carry in Wags twice in a row, and then Magna again. And like in this duel of the cute animals, you know, it is kind of that matchup of Wags versus Khan, as we mentioned, and it sucks that Wags is the one taken out twice in a row by just the log.
Yeah, it's
like
kinda...
he doesn't even have a chance to take the fight, you know?
Oh, Kane's row. I think
Oh boy.
once again, if the Bill that's a change.
Oh.
Papatrice going in for tank, Shifty Fish going in for support, and Gaming Grandma going in on support. Dirty Doge out. Are Otters gonna make any changes? That's the question. Because Eatmeister is a pretty proficient Reinhardt.
He is. He is.
I know him. Kinda, yeah. Oh, looks like bye Eat. Have fun.
Rip.
I miss him already.
I know.
But I think, honestly, if the Otters are more coordinated with their dive, they can just run over the Hanzo. They just need to get
I do think
in.
it was a bit of a lack of coordination on the end of the Otters, because you would see Hefe jump in and he would land on 3 of them. He would hit the Hanzo, he would hit both of the healers on the Bilbies, and nothing would come from it because Fancy would just jump up and ruin all of his fun. And Hefe would just be all alone there.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Booms.
Oh no.
Fancy is on Sigma here though. So you gotta stick with this, cause
I wonder if they are going to stick with us, or will we see the mirror?
Let's see. Everything else
It's interesting
is
that we
similar.
see both Khan and Wags on the Doomfist.
I mean, maybe they've
At
been
least
watching
for
some
right
Bonesy
now.
VODs. Bonesy does
They've
like
been
Doomfist
learning
here.
from Bonesy.
I wonder how this is gonna go because oh no, there goes Khan. Okay,
Yeah,
so
back to his natural
once again,
habitat.
the poke on the Otters is not good. So they need to take these clear and concise engagements. Sigma can be pretty susceptible to being ran over in this meta. So
Yeah,
they just need to try and run everyone over. Wags has been spotted.
Wags has been spotted.
Got the punch. Does he get out alive?
He does get out.
Does.
And
But-
Hefe is into the entire enemy team. Nort is in the backline as well. Wags taking out one with the fist. Wags taking out the Reinhardt as well. And that's actually such a clean fight. Chasing all the way into their spawn. I love it. That's some rat energy right there. Magna taking out Khan while he's trying to get away as well. That's a solid 40 seconds off the clock.
When there's
for
a
them.
Doomfist in your team, a lot of people like just go hog. You know who likes hog here? Fancy.
Yeah, Fancy
Fancy's a
loves
pretty
hog.
good hog. So if it comes down to it, I would not be surprised if you see the Fancy hog if Wags comes to the
Yep.
value
Here's
of these
another
fights.
engage. Nort going in. Wags also going in. And down goes a lamp from Kaden to engage further. Nord is all the way up in this entire enemy team as they're taking out even more. Hefe gets one with a fire strike, and the rock goes in to try and allow them to back up into their spawn once again.
There's only ults coming online. You have High Noon soon, you have Shatter soon, you have Window soon. You have Window now for the Bilbies. And Wags almost has Doom ult. We have Window and we have Shatter for the Otters.
Oh, they tried for something cool there. That's so sad. HB stuck in with the High Noon, gets nothing. But Hefe does int a little bit, goes down to Shifty Fish. And Wags is also just hanging out right by that window, just waiting.
I'm just
trying to get a
chilling.
pick. Trying to see if anybody will push. Well, their Reinhardt's dead. And
They are
Diva's
back
not
in
in
here.
back.
waiting
Yeah,
for
they
the
have
Reinhardt get
to.
back.
They have to.
They did speed him back. Let's see. Okay. They are taking space. This is good.
They are. That's a full 6 on the point. That's going to be a very quick tick get if they let him. Wags goes down early to Khan. The duel has been decided for right now, and Wags gets, or sorry, Khan gets another with a dragon. That's 4 down now, 5 down now for the Otters. And Nord is left all alone against all of the Bilbies.
That pick on Hefe at the end of the previous fight kind of just led to that roll there because they had to take a re-engage. They used beat. They used beat. That's not doing much shit. But then you did get other ults out from the Bilbies, so I guess it's fine. Just kind of sad that you didn't full hold.
Yep. And Shifty's gonna be left on cart here. That's so fun, you know, just chilling on the cart.
Fancy swapped to the Diva rather than the Hog, which is kind of the smarter pick. But I kind of wanted to see the Roadhog.
I kind of wanted to as well. I thought it would be fun. It's interesting that Nort's playing a very aggressive diva here. Him and Wags are both just kind of diving at the same time. It's very coordinated actually so far. Out comes a bomb from Nort as well as a lamp from Kaden. Nort gets 2 with a bomb, and they are pushing into this team now. Fancy loses mech, and Hefe takes out the other Reinhardt.
That's the type of aggression you need to see from the
cleanup
Otters.
right there. Yeah.
They have Window coming up. They have Shatter. Other team, they have Dragon Strike. They have Beat. They have Window. So a bit of an ult advantage for the Bilbies to retake this. High Noon should be gotten in this fight. If he doesn't get picked off.
The Otters are set up in a pretty good position here, though, because this choke right here is pretty difficult to push in, especially... Oh, they tried to do the cool thing again and failed! No! The Dragon gets 1. HB set gets Swags. That is 3 down now for the Otters, and the windows are stacked on top of each other. And Nord is left all alone once again, trying to get out on his own. I don't think it'll happen. I'm sorry, Nort.
Run away.
Run, little diva, run.
Take him down with you. Take him down with you.
Staggering,
Nice.
no.
Oh.
Aww. Poor Nort. It always feels bad when you see the baby diva get staggered like that.
Bilbies did use both support ults and their Dragon Strike there, though. And then
Yeah, the Dragon's Pike to push them out of position and everything is
but
always
Punch
good.
Shatter was used and Window was used on the Otter side. So are they even gonna take? They are taking it.
They are taking it. Early High Noon comes out from HVSec trying to get something with it. The lamp stops it from. Oh, and a massive shatter from Papa Triste. MTD. Wags tries to get something with the punch thing. What's Meteor Strike? That's what it's called. Gets nothing, but he does manage to punch Khan. Nort trying to get a remake kill, does not get anything.
Just chilling on point, holding down that left
He
click.
really is. Zelos is also trying to chill, but I don't think
here.
it's happening.
Patrice also showing that, you know, she's not afraid to take these Ryan duels with other pretty good main tank players, and she's kind of showing that, you know, she's ready. She's not just a support player.
She's definitely ready.
Player.
We saw that last season too.
Exactly.
Pretty solid Reinhardt overall. And Hefe right now is currently like masters with the main tank, so it's kind of impressive that Papatrice has been able to just stand up to him like this. Shatter comes in from Hefe getting 2. A counter shatter comes in from Papatrice, but it does not matter. Wags gets 2, Magna gets 1. Oh, and the cleanup's there. Khan takes the L, jumping off the map. And the rest of the Bilbies are forced to back up as the Otters have finally regained their footing here.
Alt bank though, for the Bilbies. I hate it. It doesn't help that you have Shifty Fish and Papa Triste, who are on both teams.
In comes a bomb from Fancy, as well as a window from Payton, and Wags does get 1 with the punch. Down goes the hard carry DPS. Out comes a bomb from Nort Logic. That's the trade of the bombs, and the Baby Diva's caught all the way behind them. I don't know what you're doing over there, Fancy. Going for a remake? What chucked you, buddy?
Oh, into the pit.
That is a very hard stagger.
They still got the 4 ults though. They can Window Fire Strike, they can beat to counter something. They have Dragon Strike, they have High Noon.
I don't know why Fancy didn't jump off the map there. But you do you, boo. You know?
He probably had a plan. He had a plan.
He had a plan. He just doesn't want to reveal it to us.
Nice.
Alright, Fancy knocks Nord off the high ground. In comes Dragons, in comes Beat, in comes another Beat, and in comes High Noon. One High Noon was better than the other.
Khan is in the back line though. You guys need to turn around.
Another with the ult. And that's a cleanup for the Otters there as well. Once again, Fancy caught all alone.
I mean, the Otters still did use they used Beat, they used Meteor Strike, they used High Noon. So
both teams used Beat and High Noon actually.
A lot of ults are used.
There were a lot of ults, yeah.
Both Rhine should have their shadows coming up, and
both Bats should have theirs as well.
Window, Fire Strike's eaten. And that's
another whip shatter. That's a block shatter. 2 block shatters. Love it. But the Reinhardts do go down, and Wags is bullying Fancy over on the right side here. HVSec trying to counteract that, trying to protect his poor Diva, but no. Wags goes down, and Khan is now on the Soldier. We did not notice that before, I don't think. There's still some trading happening here, but the Bilbies do have a faster respawn. Nort just trying to get mech back. Nort, I believe. No. Hefe's caught all alone.
They're gonna need to take a reset and take like 1 more fight here.
He has to go speed back the BAP here.
They have Diva Bomb 3 engaged. They should have Meteor Strike soon and should have High Noon soon. But both DPS on the other team also have their ults coming up. Yep. So
Ice goes in for a little bit of poke there. Nort tossing in the bomb. Oh, massive punch from Wags. Magna taking up Papatrice. Oh, Magna. Oh, DPS. The DPS of the Otters coming out strong.
Yes, he wasn't glowing big enough for them to see Magna behind with that High Noon.
Oh my god.
That was a good flank right there for that High Noon.
That was. The DPS really coming out strong for the Otters there at the end, especially.
Still a lot of progress though. It was kind of scrappy at first. Scrappy after first, all the way through second, but they did get it back.
It seems like it took the Otters a little bit of time to kind of remember how to play the game, to get their footing, play as a team and everything.
They also got stuck on the corner, and Hanzo's going in here. If they just stay behind the corner, it's kind of hard to get the picks as Hanzo here. And Nort kept denying him from high ground, so it's kind of hard for him to get up there. So
yeah, North's
Khan
doing
kind
an
of just had
excellent
less
job
space.
of contesting Khan. I will say that. He's doing a fantastic job of it. He's not letting him just walk all over them like he was kind of doing on the last map with all the just straight up doinks coming back from Khan.
I'm sticking on this Doomfist. Khan's sticking on this Hanzo, but they do have the Sigma again.
Yeah.
So let's see, once again, if they can just go in their front line, just run them over, and then have Nort try and deal with Khan so he doesn't get the picks mid-fight. I think that's kind of how they have to engage this.
I think that's what they're planning. Just to have Nort sit on Khan until he stops bullying them, I guess.
If he fits.
He sits.
Indeed. Yep.
Ooh, Caden drops really low there for a second. Alright, we're gonna see an engage here. Oh, they're going through Hotel. Wags is trying to get a pick on the side. He does not get anything quite yet. Both lamps come down. And Nord is once again sitting on top of the DPS in the backline. HVSec dropping pretty low. HVSec is 1 HP. How is he alive? What?
Oh, then, okay, they got the pick.
Down. The teams are currently even 4v4 right now. With, it seems like, yep, no, Hefe does go down. Rock is missed, but Lamp does have to come down in order to get them to back up here. Magna trying to stop them from continuing to push into them. Wag is also trying to. Lamp comes down really early from Grandma, actually.
Reinhardt's back, though.
I don't know why they used that.
But he's not back yet. They can push. Oh, Papa Patrice is not with their team.
Papatrice is not with the team. In comes. Oh no. Oh, that's a brilliant stun from Wags. That is fantastic. Down goes another window. Wags gets one with the ult. Hefe manages to pin the other Reinhardt. And Hefe is taking a lot of damage from Khan right behind him. Taking out Khan is Nort Logic.
Get run in there, your back can't see you!
Hefe, no! Is two of them on the point?
Oh.
The Diva and the Lucio? No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
they may just... They have the respawns here, but they should...
Nort, don't do it, Nort. No, Nort. No, Nort.
He got stunned out of it.
Check takes out Nort when he went for the remake kill. Oh, I felt that in my
legs on high ground.
Yeah, Khan is now on legs once again. And HBSec trying to make something happen. Same with Khan. Zealous is trying to contest. Zealous forced to use beat.
I don't know if that was really needed.
I don't think it was.
So let's go back to this. This was kind of just one long drawn out fight. It's kind of just a bunch of staggering. No one, because the DPS kept getting picked, so no one could die, except for when they did, and then they just stay alive.
Oh no! Oh my God! Wags just had to ult in order to avoid the pin from the Reinhardt.
Wait, there's two spawns. Can they chase these? They should try and.
They are, and they can. They're in there.
That's a shield.
They wastes an ults yet again.
Okay, they should back now. Yep. Time to run.
In comes Lamp, down comes the window, and out comes the Sigma ult and the beat from the Bilbies. They are taking this fight, and they are for sure winning it as well.
Zealous is pushing the cart. It's fine.
Zealous is just chilling. That was a lot of ults
invested. I think they
and it was nowhere near the cart.
And then they should have just kept backing. I think they were fine until the Seagull kind of just caught them off. I don't think
kind of into a little bit.
Invested Shatter there.
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about something first fight, but I kind of forgot.
Shatter. You know, he just he doesn't like to just hold on to it very long.
He just wants Papa Patrice to know, hey, you don't have to worry about Shatter. See, I'll just use it right now.
Exactly.
Oh,
and in return, we'll see what Papa Patrice can do with hers. Down comes a Lamp from Grandma very early on in this fight. Down comes a Shadow, bringing down both the DPS. Ooh, but Hefe also manages to take that for the DPS who are shattered. Lamp comes out, and it seems like the Bilbies are going to take this fight very clean.
Hefe was forced to use his shield a lot in these rotations across these sidelines, but then again, all that time spent shielding, his shield probably was not the healthiest as they took that fight. His shield broke, Shatter was free. That's kind of another strength.
All of the damage too that was supposed to go on to all of the DPS and the Baptiste that were shattered behind him.
Another strength for Hanzo in this type of matchup is the shield for Otters would be broken a lot faster.
Actually not even getting anything. Wags taking out Khan. Wags in the back line. He just keeps smacking fancy, you know? Out comes Bomb from Nort. See if we can get anything. No, but it does not matter. They took out 2 while the shield was turned.
Yeah, it forced Papa Trisu to turn around and not protect the team, and then everyone else on the Otters was able to pick those people off.
Yep. DPS once again coming out big for the Otters.
Kind of unlucky.
Wags getting what, 3, Magna getting 2.
Yep, and ults coming up. Not many ults on the Bilbies though, so I think they're
gonna have a. Yeah, I was gonna say they would have a hard recontest if they were gonna try. I don't even think they'll be able to really
they need to take book here. Their book is so much better.
Yeah.
But all the Otters need to do is hit that E button on Lucio and run over the backline right here. If Nort goes on Baptiste. Yep, there's Nort playing high ground.
Here comes another high noon, and out comes Beat from Zealous, hopefully to counteract the high noon. Nope, cannot save Hefe with it, cannot save Wags with it, but Magnet takes out the other McCree. And Nord is caught out of mech as well, trying to back up to the cart to his healers and everything.
I think they just got to reset here.
Papatrice is just, no. Papatrice is not letting them have any fun.
Yeah, so
and Caden gets caught out on the retreat as well.
Decent amount of ults invested there for the Otters. Did not get too much. Compared to, what, just like, how many ult? It was High Noon.
It was High Noon and the Beat from the Otters.
So it looks like, yeah, the Bilbies have a decent ult bank right now. So
I'm just going for a little bit of an angle here up top.
That's yeah, and then he just leaves it. And there's not much you can do from that angle for long.
You are caught up in the Sig ult, and down comes the Dragon as well. Wags falling to the Sig ult. Khan taking out his nemesis in Nort, and Hefe goes down as well. That's a quick fight.
Each of these fights, though, Nort just goes to this high ground with a Baptiste and a Hanzo to chill and push him off for at least a moment. But then when that's happening, there's no DM in the front line, so everyone else in the front line is just kind of getting hammered with damage. Yeah. And looks like Gaming Grandma's looking to use this window here. You can see his little drone kind of chilling. Oh, there it goes.
Hefe tries once again for the cool shatter, does not get anything. Instead, 3 of them fall to that, and Caden is left all alone with Nort. Nort's gonna just take the L. Bye, Nort.
This is coming up to a minute remaining. They need to get their ultimates soon because they aren't building them fast enough.
These fights are going fast.
They're going so fast. There's no time to build ults here. And Hefe did use his, so I don't think he's gonna get it. Unless the fight goes long with him swinging. But that's like not what you really want, because you want to take these fights quick before Khan can get the picks.
And Khan takes out Magna. They are going to be forced to back up here unless... Nope, he's out. We're good. I was like, unless Wags decides to int, but I think we're good now. Unless... Khan's going for Wags!
Oh, but he Wags...
he pays for the trade there, though.
Honestly, I think this is fine.
What's more valuable? I think that's an excellent position for the Otters, actually.
That's Sky, that's... Oh no.
HP takes out Magna. A massive shadow from Papatrice as well as the battle.
Dragon is just surfing through the ground. What the hell you did? What are you doing down here, mate?
Wags against the world.
I think
that's yet another map for the Bilbies.
I think the ult usage from the Otters just kind of messed with them because they didn't have much of an ult bank pushing in there. They kept staggering the ultimates. They didn't like combo them too well.
They didn't.
But then
at the end we saw a lot of the combos with the Sig ults and the High Noon and the Sig ults and the Dragon as well. We saw a couple of those towards the end of the match there from the Bilbies. It just seems like they use them so much better.
Yeah, the ult usage from the Bilbies is kind of just differing that of not the Nar. Where the narwhals come from? Where am I? From the, I mean, I guess it's an animal that goes in water.
Me as well. Don't worry.
It's an animal in the water, so I guess, you know. I think narwhals. Yep.
The narwhals.
I think just the coordination is a bit better, and Khan's just allowed to get these value picks out of nowhere, seemingly for like no real reason. This is why he was MVP.
Fourth time this match, this match so far, that entire like the map itself has just been decided because Khan just keeps getting these picks. Um, he took three early picks that just delayed them to oblivion on Busan, and then that last pick on Magna. Oh, that was not what you wanted to happen if you were the Otters. That was not what you wanted. You would have had time for 2 fights if you didn't get picked there.
Yeah,
But
I feel like even though they are trying to play a bit aggressive, I think they need to. I just Doomfist is getting picks, but he's once he's out of abilities, you don't have much in
yeah,
that brawl. If you go in with Doomfist, don't get the picks with the abilities. You kind of just have a really bad Reaper replacement
yeah.
with his Gauntlet pistol.
Right now the score is 2-0 for the Bilbies. Albeit both of the maps have been close at least, you know? Like
They have looked close, but
they've looked close.
also they have not looked close at the same time.
Yeah, there's a lot of mistakes that you kind of see happening with the Otters, especially. Not as many with the Bilbies. At least not as
Yeah,
many obvious ones. The
I
Otters, there are just sometimes where you just kind of you see them alt, and you're like, why did you do that?
I don't really know about Rialto for their pick though, because that's a lot of long sightlines for Khan.
Yeah, I'm
That's
wondering.
a lot of distance to close.
Yeah,
They might go back to Winston, but I don't
I'm
think
I'm
their
wondering if
coordination was good for
Wags
that.
might be trying to pull out like a Widow or something.
That could
That's
be
the only,
something.
or like that's the only
Either
way I
that
can
or
kind of see this working for
Echo.
them. An Echo, yeah, that could be. We did see it a bit on Busan as well.
Uh, I don't know. I just feel like these sidelines are always just good
I feel
for
like this
Hanzo
might be a
here.
little bit of a mistake on the end of the Otters for
And
choosing this
again,
one.
let's be honest, payload maps and long sight lines kind of go hand in hand. So this
That's
may just be
true.
the best choice out of all these.
Yeah, maybe it's just the map they're the most comfortable on. I don't know how many scrims the Otters have had, but maybe this is the one that they practiced
I
most with.
think if they're sticking with the Russian defense, they gotta hold that first corner because once after
Yeah.
that, the map kind of just opens up. Nort has been
Yep.
doing his best dealing with Khan on the high ground, but a lot of times there's a bit more than he can do because
Yeah.
Khan kind of just jumps away. Nort's kind of left there at like
Nor's
2
been
HP.
trying. He's been trying.
It's also that's a Bastion. That's a Bastion. That's a Hog,
Oh boy.
and that's a Widow. And it's the Echo.
I don't think they're sticking with that, right?
Nort's
The
now on
Bilbies,
the
I mean.
I want them to, but Nort's also on the Sigma. Probably perhaps because on the Rats you played on. It's a bit easier to heal a diva who's kind of far away from your team on Ana than it is with Baptiste. So maybe he's kind of
Yeah.
feeling that and going a bit more to the Sig,
Maybe.
just blocking the damage rather than trying
Maybe.
to push him out of position. Force him to
Yeah.
move without putting yourself in a weird spot. And the comps are normal. I'm
Yeah,
sad.
the comps are now normal. We're fine.
That's just doing the Hanzo
It's
though.
actually duplicate comps as well. We have the Ryan Sig, the Kuryu Hanzo, and the Bap Lucio on both ends. But Nort does go down early here, giving free high ground to the entirety of the Bilbies there. They're trying to push them out of this back corner here. Magna is caught all alone, and the lamp is forced to come out in order to save his ass. I mean,
Shields down.
shoot. I did it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is not looking the greatest right
Not
now.
looking too good. I think Nort might be a little bit in that diva mindset of yeah, I can stay up here forever.
Yeah. Oh, then that
And
was a
down
nice
goes
running
Bags.
call. He was climbing up the wall when he got shot, so he just kind of did a roll
Yeah.
over the railing.
The Bilbies are gonna keep pushing this. They're just gonna keep
I mean,
Keep pushing.
the Otters should reset here. The Otters should.
the Otters should. Hefe is taking this fight on the high ground, trying to get back to his team. But they are still down one. Wax is coming back from spawn. Nord also trying to take a little bit of a poke here, trying to stop the steamroll that seems to be happening a little bit.
The issue with their comp now is because they have a Hanzo, they cannot play extra aggressive, and
The
that's
dragon comes in. Caden is forced to use lamp. Hefe pushing all the way in. Nord also trying to make something happen and not happening.
Others are so
Oh,
smart
Hefe
here.
shatters 3. HV Sec ult comes out, and so does the Sig ult from Fancy. Oh. But the fight does not go the way of the Otters.
The Otters got so split.
They did.
Some people were staying high ground in like no man's land. Other people dropped back to point. Other people dropped off of point on the opposite side. Were forced to run back to point. But yeah, I don't know about this Hanzo pick here, because their advantage is they run something more brawly and just take the brawl with one day on Hanzo, and there goes Khan getting another
dragon in from Wags, but the shatter from Shifty gets 3. Cleaning it up is Dirty Doge. Nort taking out Dirty Doge in return, but Nort will be picked off here.
Yeah, there we go.
Another clean sweep for them. For the Bilbies, I mean.
At least with the Doomfist here, the Otters can play extra aggressive, and which is what they need to do against a Khan who's a Konzo that's kind of just poking, getting the picks.
Yeah.
Because you just gotta have these
need
fights
to
go
rush
quick.
him, yeah. You have to keep making the fights quick, and so far they've been quick, but not in the way that they want.
Yeah.
Wags is in there already. Nort and Wags both pushing HVSec on the side. HVSec goes down to Wags, and the Sig ult out from Nort. Logic combined with the Magna High Noon. And down comes a beat from Dirty Doge for the Bilbies. Wags once again in the backline, trying to grab a health pack really quickly so he can go back in. Dragon comes out from Khan, and so does a beat from Zealous, getting 4 with the beat. Ooh, the shatter from Shifty hitting 4 of them with an excellent stun from Wags to save his team. Caden forced it back up despite using the window, and Khan getting even more value with the Konzo. Nord's gonna die here too, and it is only Zealous left to contest right now. Wags coming back from spawn, and out comes a High Noon from HVSec to clean things up. They will not be able to recontest.
Oh my, this is kind of what I was thinking would happen.
4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Rialto is just... It's Rialto. There's a lot of the sight lines are not the best when you want to just take a fast engage. There's so many just long angles, but I just feel like even with like a more pokey playstyle, they're just preventing them from going in because there's so much damage to the shield already that like once the brawl starts, Hefe is basically an Orisa with his shield. It's basically already broken. Whereas Papa Triste, no, it's Shifty Fish this time. It's like
now, yes.
His shield's kind of only thing really shooting that is a Sigma, which is the slow rate of fire, and a McCree. So
Shifty just gets kind of free reign with his shield.
Either they need to just there's some changes.
There's some changes.
They're going to a double bubble.
Wags Genji. Yep.
This may be the solution. It's just as soon as the front line dives in, Shifty Fish would just be allowed to run into the enemy team's backline. And it's also with a Mercy and a Brig, so Anna's can be... I mean, there's not much dive, so I don't know how useful the Brig is, unless the Reinhardt becomes a dive tank.
Yeah.
Which I don't think a Brig can really help from that.
We were seeing Shifty kind of act a little bit like a dive tank on Busan, just going all the way into the enemy backline. So it might have been useful to have the Brig, but we will be seeing the Mercy instead to pocket Magma.
Yeah, we do get a... Oh, there's the D.Va. Okay.
Spike's going on the flank already.
And
there's
now you don't have a shield. This is gonna happen a lot more often.
And now you also don't have res, so you can't save another.
You're also getting 0 cart progress during all this time.
Yep. Wags is in already. Can't get anything. Yet.
They got high ground control though.
They did get high ground control, and now they are down 1. And that's Khan for you.
They don't have res for this one though.
They do not.
Khan really showing that. Yeah, I'm still the MVP. I'm still a good MVP candidate. Vote for me again.
Nord is still contesting the high ground here, not letting them just get free reign.
That's all Nord can do.
Really good. Oh, the dynamite now.
They got blocked by the light. That's. Man. We know who paid off the light now.
Happy's just contesting the point here, but he can't really do anything.
He can't really jump in because they're just gonna.
They're just gonna burn him. He goes for it anyways, though. Nort and Wags both contesting the Hanzo on high ground. Khan falls to Wags. There's no res for you, but Hefe goes down.
Shifty Fish. Shifty Fish.
Shifty is just hanging out on Cart still. Wags is in there. High Noon comes out from HVSec trying to stop this. quick push, and Zealous does get the res onto Hefe, but Wags does fall to the high noon. Hefe
Look
also
at what Shifty
falling.
is doing here. Shifty is just being a
Shifty
shield.
just
He's
chills.
he's shielding off the Ana healing for Hefe.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, and
Yeah.
you can't really do anything about that because
Yeah.
he doesn't even need to swing on the Ana, because if he does, he gets slapped perhaps, and then the shield's not there. He just needs to sit there with the shield, block up the LOS.
Khan's watching for the cross here as well to try and stall them even further. He's not going to get anything quite yet, but once again, a very scary mental game happening. They still have control of this high ground here. The Bilbies have never once actually reclaimed it, I don't think.
They don't
Bob
need
comes
to.
in from Magna.
There's a Shatter on
Shanna
the
comes
back
out
line.
from Shifty onto Kaden, and Kaden drops. They only have Mercy heals on the side of the Otters. Beat comes in from Dirty Doge, but Magna is popping off right now. Rez comes into onto Hefe. It is just Shifty still left standing, but there's nobody on cart right now for the Otters.
50 Fish is like he's just on point. He's kind of just denying Kaden from getting any healing off on Hefe. Just kind of just making Hefe's job just not very fun on main tank without an Ana.
Yeah, the Otters keep trying to leave Kaden on the cart, but the issue with that is that he cannot see anything, really. He needs to take that high ground. And out comes a Nano Blade from Wags, getting 4! That is big, and this is why we were saying the duel was going to be between Khan and Wags for this game.
I mean, Khan's
And
still
Khan
alive.
is still doing his thing, despite all of that.
Yeah, they gotta get
Yeah.
Primal?
Hefe just primaling to get onto cart. You know what? I like it, Hefe.
They got the
You do you.
respawns. Oh, there we go.
You do
Oh,
you.
that's a sonic arrow to the noggin.
Yeah, so despite Magna getting 3 in the previous fight, and then Wags getting 4 with the Nano Blade, they still do not manage to get this cap.
It's not looking very good. They
It's
don't.
not looking very good
They
at
may
all.
be able to get Bob this fight. I don't know. They don't have any support ults. They just use Primal. They have Bomb. They need to pray this Bomb gets some value. Did not.
They need to pray they can touch. Alright, there we go. They got the touch. High Noon comes out onto
Shatter.
Wags. Hefe goes down with the Shatter as well. Oh, and that's gonna be a clean fight, I think. Nord is just left to stagger on cart, hopefully to save some time. Bob comes in.
And
but
booped off the point.
Booped off, and that is going to be the series.
Oh my goodness. I was not expecting.
I was not
Bilbies
expecting
to
a
be this-
3-0.
To be this like, dominant.
I
was just
think-
got
I
so
think
much
before
value.
I think before this, we kind of knew that that the Bilbies would be a strong team. But I don't think we foresaw this. You know?
I mean, even with them pushing aggression from the Otters, it still just was not enough consistently.
Yeah.
It's oh my.
It seemed like just a little bit of a lack of communication, lack of good ult coordination for the Otters, whereas the Bilbies just had that, you know?
It seems we have a
Bilbies
Yeah.
had everything all put together. They had the puzzle all figured out, and I feel like the Otters were a little bit underprepared for that.
Well, I guess the Bilbies do. They're here to say, yeah, Bilbies are cuter than Otters.
Yeah, you know, I think they proved that.
Does this mean that the UMN Go for Watch store is gonna have a Bilbies plush now? Is that what they're fighting for?
Honestly, I like
I
this
mean-
plan. I think that's exactly what should
Yeah?
happen.
Do we get an MVP? Do we get to pick MVP?
Do we get to pick MVP? Oh,
All right.
oh yes.
I think the obvious answer here is Khan. Yeah, I mean, Khan
I
has
think-
kind of did
I
a lot
think
of things.
That's an obvious answer.
I think Shifty did also.
I was gonna
Shifty-
say I honestly think Shifty might deserve
Shifty's
it.
Reinhardt just blocking off Ana LOS. Like, that's not something you always think about. Just like, all right, I could try and
Yeah.
heal charge the Winston, or I could stand in front of their Ana, and that's basically all I need to do because then Ana can't heal.
I
So-
think of that last map, Shifty 100% was MVP. I think
I
just
think
did not
then
entire cart progress and everything. And even on the first map of Busan, Shifty was showing some dominance as main tank. He just kept going into the enemy team, just shoving the hammer straight into the eyes of the supports. The poor Otter supports just had nothing that they could do.
Indeed. I do think that. I mean,
Hmm.
I think overall con on every single
Con?
map
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I think
So
con though, yeah.
I think we migrate to interview con,
Migrate.
right?
Ah, he left? Sad.
Con? Wow.
How
I
sad.
cannot believe this.
Con always abandons us, you know? I see how it is.
Wow.
Thought we were supposed to be friends. Crying.
Cannot believe this.
Cannot believe
He's
this.
trying to escape us. Oh, he's typing.
Oh,
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 and
oh.
Yeetmeister? Real Yeetmeister? Oh, okay, moving to lounge.
Moving to lounge.
We are here. Now we wait.
Yeah.
Where is MVP season 2 con?
EP season 2.
Envy and I mean he kinda
I
looked like
am kind of sad we didn't get to see Yeet play, but I would have loved to see him show off his stuff.
it happens.
It does happen.
It happens. Where's the Conzo?
Hanzo.
The log thrower. You know, what if they if they were the woodchucks, I mean, woodchucks, he throws logs. Oh, there he is.
Ah,
Oh,
hello.
hi. Good
Welcome,
job.
welcome.
You kind of threw out those arrows and they hit people's heads very consistently.
That's the hope, right?
I mean, yeah. You kind of was on Busan. You kind of just spawn camped them a bit by getting a pick like after every single respawn cycle.
Yeah.
That was
How does it feel winning your first match 3-0 of the brand new season?
Well, I'm glad we did well, and I'm glad I beat Wags' team.
wow.
Are you gonna like hold this over him? Be like, "Oh, well, I beat you that one time." Like,
I
are you
don't-
just gonna lord it over him?
But hopefully it. I don't know. No, I think it was fun playing against him because I've never played against him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think overall your team showed off their stuff. They're like, all right, this is what we're gonna run. We're just gonna let Khan kind of do Hanzo things and just be solid everywhere else, so there's no weakness to really be poked at.
Yeah.
So
Then the age-old question: if you were not MVP, who would you want to give MVP to?
See, the off tank.
Fancy.
Fancy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah.
Fancy did also do a lot of stuff.
Fancy did do a lot.
His fluxes kind of did grab many people's.
Yeah,
it was-
did you guys like coordinate the whole dragon flux thing on King's Row? Because you guys started doing that a lot.
Yeah, we tried to. I don't know if it got too much, but hopefully it scared the other
You
team.
tried.
Yeah.
I think it scared them a little bit.
I mean, alt combos kind of for a fresh team already doing alt combos. That's kind of
Yeah.
like looking good.
You guys are looking like a pretty scary team, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, your coordination is definitely better than a lot of teams so far.
Better than
But
us.
just on what we saw. Yeah. But anyway, still a great performance. Looking like you're gonna be fighting for already an MVP candidate.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, wait till you see my widow.
Oh, I saw you tease it a few
saw you,
times.
yeah, we saw the tease and we were like, oh, is it gonna happen? Is it finally happening? I'm kind of sad we didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, if we play Gibraltar or Anubis, we'll see it.
Oh, that's everyone. Listen, everyone, listen. Pick those maps. Pick those maps.
Those maps. We want to see the Con Widow.
Do it for the content.
Funny.
That was
The-
not
the
intentional, but I pretend it was.
Funny.
Anyway, I feel like we should
Alright.
start wrapping this up.
Yeah,
So,
that was a fantastic showing from you, Con. Thanks for coming in and doing this short little interview. Have a
Yeah,
wonderful
sure.
day.
Thank you.
All right. Well
I
then,
think
that was the Oceania Otters versus Bendigo Bilbies. Shoot. You have me saying it now too.
You're
no.
welcome.
All right. Well, that was a fantastic match, despite it being pretty short. I think it was pretty close on at least most of the maps. The last one was a bit sad. I think that was a mispick. I think they should have gone to a different map, but
Still,
it is what it is.
The map's kind of there, just favor them a bit.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of both of these teams in the future, though.
Yeah,
right.
I still think the Otters could have a chance.
I agree. I think the Otters are not out of this running yet. You know?
Anyway,
All right,
sign
then.
off. This
Bye,
has been the
guys.
two rat casters.
The two rat casters, Flip Flop and Fedora.
Indeed. You're stuck with
Bye.
us.